Pictures show King Charles and Queen Camilla arriving in Rome for Vatican state visit. Their Majesties have arrived in Rome ahead of a busy day of engagements tomorrow when they will visit the Vatican. The King and Queen arrived in Rome tonight for the start of a historically significant state visit to the Vatican. Charles and Camilla's British government plane from Farnborough Airport touched down at Ciampino 31st Wing Airport shortly before 6:30 p.m. They stepped out of aircraft and made their way down the airplane's steps, where they were formally welcomed by representatives from the Holy See, wearing a feather print silk dress by Fiona Clare and a brown cashmere trench coat by Anna Valentine. The Queen told Christopher Trott, ambassador to the Holy See, "It is a great pleasure to be here." Meanwhile, the King told Monsignor Javier Domingo Fernandez Gonzalez, the head of protocol in the Holy See, "It is wonderful to be able to come back to Rome." The King is greatly looking forward to meeting Pope Leo for the first time tomorrow, a Buckingham Palace spokesperson said, as Charles prepares for a series of engagements in the Vatican tomorrow. They added that His Majesty is also looking forward to celebrating together the historical significance of this visit, representing, as it does, such a landmark in relationships between the Church of England and the Catholic Church, and between the UK and the Holy See. The state visit, originally planned for the spring, is of historic significance as the King will become the first British monarch to pray with the Pope in public since the Reformation. Charles and Camilla will meet Pope Leo XIV for the first time since his election in May in the Apostolic Palace, but the highlight of the visit will come when the King and the Pope pray together in the Sistine Chapel in what is intended to be a symbolic gesture of friendship between the Catholic Church and the Church of England. Inside one of the Vatican City's greatest treasures, with its incredible ceiling painted by Michelangelo, a special ecumenical service will bring together clergy and choirs from both churches. The service will focus on the theme of care for creation, in line with the King and Pope's shared interest in the environment. A spokesperson for the King said, "At times of such global challenge, it has seldom been more important for Christian communities around the world to unite in faith and in fellowship with our partners. This provides a bulwark against those promoting conflict, division and tyranny, and supports our work together in harmony to protect nature, God's creation." These are of course the issues that directly impact lives and livelihoods in Britain and around the globe, not just today but for generations to come. As Supreme Governor of the Church of England, the King is proud that this week's state visit stands as a symbol and a celebration of how far we have come on that unifying journey. Other highlights of the visit include the King being given the title of Royal Comforter as a gift of spiritual fellowship, in tribute to his work over many decades to find common ground between faiths and to bring people together. In further celebration of the new bond between the Church of England and the Roman Catholic Church, the Basilica of St. Paul's outside the walls has created a special seat for the King. The visit had been due to take place in April but was postponed due to Pope Francis's ill health. But the King and Queen did hold a private audience with him during their state visit to Italy that month, just 2 weeks before his death. Charles had previously visited the Vatican on 5 occasions as Prince of Wales, and has met 3 popes, Pope Benedict XVI in 2009, Pope Francis during his visits in 2017, 2019 and 2025, and Pope John Paul II in Canterbury in 1982, the first ever visit to the UK by a reigning pope.